Hi, I'm Jenna, also known as RetroLemon, and this is episode 111, I believe. A big hello and welcome to new viewers, because I know there's been some new people joining the group, which is super exciting. And then a big hello and thank you to returning viewers, because you keep coming back every week. Oh, crazy week. I don't know, kind of a lot to talk about, but first, our Marches for M knit along closed up, so we're gonna go ahead and real quick pull the winner for that. But I feel so bad I forgot to last week to mention, because it was a crazy week. I know people are very understanding, but I always feel bad. Carrie from Sunny Shop, I have her card here. Let's zoom it in. Focus. On Etsy, has graciously donated a set of stitch markers to the winner, and she sent me some really cute little butterflies. They're super cute. Can you see them? Love them. Super cute. So the winner gets to go onto her Etsy shop. So it's Sunny Shop, and it's shop spelled S-H-O-P-P-E. So Sunny, like the sun in the sky. Sunny Shop. .etsy.com, and I will go ahead and I will let her know the winner, and she can connect with the winner. But since she was so super awesome and she sent a set for me, she also wanted to give viewers a 20% off code. So it says for 20%, the code is RetroLemon, and it's all one word. So RetroLemon at sunnyshop.etsy.com. Focus. Hopefully that's focusing okay. It looks like it is. So super awesome. Thank you so much, Carrie. Try to get this on in the group. I'll mention it. It doesn't say how long the code is good for. I'm all tongue-tied today. But super awesome. 20% is fabulous, and she had lots of super cute ones. So the winner, we had 17 entries. So random number generator, 2 through 17, done, hit generate, and the winner is number 9. So let's see, really quick, on Ravelry, number 9 would be on page, well, I guess there is only page 1. Number 9 is Orange Maid, whose name is Helen. So Helen, Orange Maid, you are the winner of the fabulous stitch markers from Sunny Shop. And she made a bunny. Where did it go? When I went back a page, it like jumped. She made a really cute Mario. It looks like it's made out of hand spun. Can you see it? Oh, super cute. Lots of Marios just in time for Easter. And then I am going to go ahead and I'm going to give away to the next winner your pick of any one of my patterns. So generate, and the winner is number 17. So last person to get it in. So number 17 is Panther 88, so it's P-P-A-N-T-H-R 88, whose name is Becky. So Becky, you won your choice, any pattern from moi. Just PM me, let me know. Thank everybody so much for participating in the knit along. I think knit alongs are so much fun, and it's so fun, especially when they're to do with my patterns, because I love seeing my patterns come to life in other people's hands. And it still sometimes like really blows my mind when the finished objects pictures start rolling in to Ravelry, and people post them in the group, and people post them on Instagram, and they tag me so I see it, and it's so super awesome. I love it so much. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I forgot the kitty bean. Alright, I'll talk about it. I'll show you a picture. My husband came inside. So I also have a new pattern that I put out that I was asked to do for Knittopia. So now that Knittopia is all done and over, I got to share it on Ravelry. And I had a little, they're little, they're like the size of an owl puff, but it's a kitty. So it's a kitty bean. Because we were trying to come up with a name, and I was making chili. And I was like, it needs a kitty name, kitty something, and I was like, oh, I need to get the kidney beans out of the cabinet, and I was like, kitty bean, because it sounds like kidney bean. That's just how my brain works, right? Kind of quirky. So that's a free new little pattern. I can't wait to see more of those pop up because it was so cool. Some people knit some up at Knittopia and then put it on Instagram and tagged me, so I got to see the first kitty beans made. So exciting. So that's out there. Like I said, a new free little pattern from me on Ravelry. I think that's all. Oh, upcoming knit-alongs. We're not going to do a knit-along for April. I really need to get my designing mojo back. I have to say, I feel like everything I've tried to design lately just has gone, like I'll have an idea. I think it's going to go in the right direction. And the execution has just, and I know all the stress of everything has been crazy, and since the beginning of the year, things have been just so hectic around here, and hopefully it'll all just start calming down and smoothing out. So, finished objects. I have lots of finished objects. So, first off, I did finish my Stitch Surfer socks, which is part of the reason I decided to wear my Stitch Sewer shirt. This was for the Eat Sleep Knit Yarnathon challenge, first quarter challenge. So the first quarter challenge, the project has to be knit from yarn you bought at eatsleepknit.com. And it had to be a new to you technique. So these were my new to you technique because I've never done toe up socks. Well, I've tried to start toe up socks and was never happy with the toe. The pattern calls for Judy's Magic Cast On, which I hate, but it works really nice. I don't know, I have a hard time getting into the rhythm. I'm sure if I did it more, I might like it. Might. And the color changes. So it's a free pattern on Knitty.com. If you look up Stitch Surfers on Ravelry, there's a link to take you right to it. I forget who the designer is, and I always feel horrible because as a designer, I'm always flattered and honored when people talk about my patterns and especially mention that they were designed by me. But you know, I hate to say I didn't look at the pattern much. Once I pretty much got going, I only referred to it for the heel. The heels are a little shallow for my feet. I must have like a big heel or something because I need a really deep heel, and these just aren't quite deep enough. What else can I say about them? So the color changes. So it's back and forth. You do wrap and turns on one side and you carry the yarn up the front. So that was new to me. I've never done a project quite like that. So the only kind of knitting, like color work knitting I've ever done has been stranded. So I guess it's like an intarsia technique, which I've not done. So very new to me. So there's actually two new techniques, and the way the heel is done is new to me also. What else can I say? Am I saying a lot? I'm sorry. So, okay, here, I always love it when you hold the Stitch Surfers side by side. So here's my side by side in the back. And then it's always kind of fun, because I think these will be how I wear them, is with the variegated in the middle. But it's always fun, like, if you switch, ooh, dropped one. if you switch the socks around, they look pretty different. So I knit these out of Claudia hand paints. I can't remember that. It's a sock yarn. It's just a basic sock yarn. It's a merino nylon blend. I don't know if it's called like Amazing now, or they changed the name at some point. So it's Claudia hand paints, and the variegated is called World Peas, like vegetable peas, and the blue is turquoise. So I did not enjoy knitting these as much as I hoped I would. I was hoping like I'd be like, yeah, I want to make a bazillion pairs of these. No, one pair, that's good. I'm not going to say I'll never knit this pattern again. I'm not going to knit it for a long time. It wasn't bad. I didn't mind carrying the yarn up. I didn't mind the rapid turns. The purling. Oh my goodness, the purling. You purl every other row. It got exhausting. And I would want to do the heel a little different so they fit a little better. They fit really good except in the heel. So my stitch surfer socks done. So I earned an extra 1,000 yards towards my yarnathon total. Very exciting. And then there's a challenge. So if you're not doing the Eat Sleep Knit thing, I know you don't really care. But I wanted to throw this out there for the people who do. So the challenge is to there's a list of 10 different things to do wearing your team shirt. So I'm thinking one is a group shot. I don't know any other local people who are doing the Eat Sleep Knit Yarnathon, but I'm going to the Zombie Knitpocalypse. So if there's any other Eat Sleep Knit Yarnathoners out there going to the Zombie Knitpocalypse and want to bring their shirt and get a group picture, because if everyone takes a picture, they all get to count towards a thing. Let me know. Totally willing to throw my shirt in my suitcase and doing that, because it's probably going to be the only opportunity I have to meet up with other possible people. Just a thought. Oh, I have more finished objects. So when I was at the knit shop this weekend, I was asked if I could whip up some more samples, and I'm like, sure, why not? So I was asked to do a cowl, a big infinity cowl. I think I'm going to block it. The pattern doesn't say to, but the yarn was a little thinner. The pattern called for Lion Brand Woolies Thick and Quick, or maybe it was the Hometown Thick and Quick. I don't know, the stuff that's like rope. So this ended up just a little smaller. I would have liked it a little longer. I did add 4 more repeats of the pattern because I thought it would be a little short. But super quick. Like, I knit this up in an afternoon. You're supposed to knit it on size 19 needles. I don't own size 19 needles. So I went ahead and I knitted on size 17s, and I also added one more length repeat. So you can put it on. I mean, it's still pretty lengthy, right? And you're supposed to be able to double it. So I can double it. Maybe I don't need to block it. Maybe I'll ask the shop owner. So really cute. The yarn is Plymouth d'Air. It is a 100% fine merino wool. Ball band. So, this was approximately 109 yards, 100 grams, and it's in Blue Mountain. I have to say, I really love this blue. It's really, really pretty. So she just wanted a shop sample to kind of feature the yarn. You know, so she thought, well, Cal, it's, you know, easy. I know we're kind of moving out of cowl season, but kind of what do you make with chunky yarn, right? Because that's what it is. It is a bulky, chunky yarn. But it's super soft, very enjoyable to knit with. I really enjoyed just sitting, watching a little bit of TV, whipping it up in no time at all. So it's so soft and squishy. That fine merino, it's like, ooh. I I don't remember the name of the pattern. It's like Easy Infinity. It's in my, if you go on my Ravelry project page, there is a project page for it and it links the pattern. Because I looked at the pattern and I was like, really? It's the same 7 rows, or not 7, 4 rows. 4 rows over and over and over. It's super easy to memorize. So if you need a like really quick gift, highly recommend this. I guess I can pull it up on my phone. See, what else can I say about it? Not much. I don't know where to find size 19 double or circulars. I mean, I guess I can look. Now, I don't like metal needles, so I only have wood needles. It is called the Easy Knit Infinity Scarf by A Crafty House. So, easy enough. Easy Knit Infinity Scarf. And then I have another one that is a finished object, but you know, I need buttons. I always feel like that's the problem with projects I have, is I never have buttons. So next up, I knit this out of, this is kind of weird to me. I knit it out of Cascade Covington, and it is the Rope Cowl, or Ropes Cowl by Christina Larson. So the patterns were picked out for me. So she had found this pattern, thought it was fun. And so you put buttons here. So you button it, and it's like all these ropes. You use I-cords. It's a free pattern, not giving anything away. So you go and you would button it. I would probably just slip it over my head. I feel like there's like snakes around my neck. Pull out my hair. This one, you kind of gotta like fiddle with them to get them all to lay nice. I don't know. I'm not going to do a very good job here, I know. Anyway, so you get the idea, right? You button it. It kind of hangs down like a bunch of ropes. It's kind of odd. Let's be honest. The one that used in the picture, that uses for a sample. I'm still trying here, people. Trying to make it work. It uses Malabrigo Rasta in a really pretty variegated. So this is somewhat variegated there. That's kind of, this color does not work for me at all. It changes color. It's really long, subtle color change. Try to hold it together here. Hold it all together. See, so you can see it's lighter over here and it's darker over here. So really long, really subtle color changes. So it does definitely showcase the way the yarn changes as it goes. That'll definitely need to be put on a mannequin and like styled, right? So, like I said, it was knit out of Cascade Covington, which is 53% wool, 47% acrylic. You get 146.5 yards and 100 grams. The blue cowl, I used 1.5 skeins of the Plymouth, and this took less than a skein. I still, maybe like half a skein, 2/3 tops. I still have a ton of it left. Like I said, Cascade Covington. It is in color 12. Simple enough. And then last, certainly not least, my fourth FO for the week. You guys didn't even get to see this started. Unfortunately, you don't get to see it blocked because I finished it late last night, right before I went to bed. I wasn't feeling very good. We'll talk about that in Slice of Life. But it is a Ms. Winkle, so it's not blocked. So my little loopers aren't perfect yet, because when you block it, you stick a dowel rod through them. But it's pretty long. So I want you to see the color of this. Hopefully it'll pick up the depth. I mean, it's purples and blues, so probably not. But look at that. Oh, so pretty. This is really just gorgeous yarn. Now, someone had told me, my friend Susan told me how to say this. I'm going to slaughter it, right? So I would pronounce it, just looking at it, like Araucania yarns. I know that's probably not right. It doesn't sound right. But anyways, here's the tag. And the base is Hasco, H-A-H-U-A-S-C-O. Once again, H-U-A-S-C-O. And it is color number 3. So I enjoyed this. I enjoyed the pattern and the yarn immensely. Like, it's a perfect marriage of yarn and pattern. And it's so funny because I was knitting this up going, oh, this is nice. Someday I'll have to get myself some of this. This is so nice. I looked in my stash on Ravelry. I own a skein of it. Not in this color, but I think I have like color number 5 or something like that. But anyways, so Ms. Winkle, super, super cute. I have one that my friend Annette sent me as a gift that I've worn several times when you just need to zhuzh something up with a little color. So really cute. It'll be even cuter once I block it. And it's so funny because I'm not a purple person at all. I don't wear purple well. It washes me out. But oh, I was knitting this. Oh, these colors are so gorgeous. So Ms. Winkle, all done. So super excited. I have 3 shop samples done off the needles. Like I said, I think I'm going to block this. I might ask the shop owner about the blue one. This definitely needs blocked because of all the little loops. It'll look so much better when they're uniform. And only once did I miss twisting a loop. I was a little intimidated when I first got the pattern and I'm reading how to twist loop. I'm like it wasn't clicking to read it. But you know, Martina Bem, she's like wonderful, right? Like genius. Like sometimes I get her patterns, I'm like, oh my god, this is so simple. Why didn't I think of that? Because it's so awesome. Because she's genius. And I'm not. But so she had the cutest little video, and I love her little German accent, right? Like, she's so cute. So the video is super helpful. So you get a video to show you how to twist the loops, which is excellent. I so appreciate that extra step because I'm a visual learner. I cannot learn much just by reading it if it's a physical, like, have to do it kind of thing. So I'm like, oh, I love that pattern. I'm glad I got to knit it because when I got one as a gift, I'm like, oh good, I never have to knit this because I don't know, those little loops seem so intimidating. And once you do it, you're like, oh. So it's nice I did get to knit it even though I don't get to keep it. I'm totally cool with that because I have one. Now, the only work in progress I have, and I probably only knit 1 or 2 rows, so it's kind of not like I really worked on it. It doesn't look any different than when I showed you last week, is the shoulder wisp shawl. It's not on Ravelry. It is a free pattern that the knit shop has. I don't know who designed it. There wasn't a name on it that I saw. I didn't go looking on the interwebs for it. I just looked on Ravelry and it didn't come up. So it's a little triangle shawl. Here it's in a natural color. Whoop, my bag just hit the floor. So the main part of it is knit out of Mountain Meadow wool. Touch the West. It's their Green River base. It's called Natural Cream is the colorway. You get 250 yards and 2 ounces of fingering. Made in Buffalo, Wyoming, USA. I like that it has a cute little USA tag on it. It is 50% mountain merino wool and 50% bamboo. So it's really soft. It's going to have a wonderful drape with just a light sheen on it from the bamboo. So I'm going and knitting this with, when I get to, I'm going to knit 1 whole 50 gram skein into the shawl, maybe a little extra. I don't think I'll be pushing it too much. We'll see. And then when you get to the edge, there's a ruffle on it. Just a simple, basic little ruffle. But when I get to the ruffle, I'm going to hold the Mountain Meadow wool with this Schulana, S-C-H-U-L-A-N-A. It is 42% mohair, 40% polyester, and 18% silk. So I'm going to hold this double with this. But if you look, it has a halo because it is mohair. But it has little sparkles on it. Is it picking that up? Little confetti looking. It looks like cupcake frosting with sprinkles. There you go. You can see them there. And so it's so cute, right? Like I can't wait to see how it is. So I'm glad I got an extra skein from the LYS because I did not think one was going to be enough to do the shawl and the edging. Yeah, really excited. I think it's going to be super duper cute. So perfect for spring and summer. With a little bit of sparkle, definitely will dress it up a little. Really, really nice. So that is all that I've worked on. Like, isn't that enough? I have way too much on the needles right now. Once I get that done, I gotta seriously focus on what I have going at the moment. Oh, so, okay. I have no magazine reviews or anything this week, and I only have one Yarny goodness that I had store credit for. So it was like getting it free. It is Interlacements. It says Interlacements presents Irish Linen. So it is 40% flax, 31% cotton, and 29% rayon. Hand wash or dry clean. So it is called turquoise. Imagine that. Name says it all. Now, Interlacements makes beautiful colorways. There was one that I liked. I think it might have been called like Canyon or something. And it was like coppers and golds and browns with maybe a little hint of green in it. It was like very autumnal, right? Like it looked like a big pile of crisp leaves. I absolutely loved it, and they were sold out. Bummer. But that's okay, because I think I am going to make a summer tank out of this. Because I have learned this past winter, I love wearing my hand knits. Like, I wear my hand knits all the time. I mean, I wear hand knit socks every single day. But to put on a sweater that I knit, it's just like, I don't know. It's a feeling I hadn't had just with accessories. It's cool going somewhere and they're like, I love that sweater. And you're like, I made it. So I wanted to make a summertime garment. So I was kind of talking with the shop owner, and we're chit-chatting, and I'm like, I want a summer thing. And she's like, you need to try linen. Because we'd had a conversation previous where I said, oh, I'm a huge wool girl. Like, I love wool. Not a big fan of alpaca. Not a fan of cotton. I like wool, sheep wool. And so she's like, you really should give linen a try. She's like, you know, summer's a little hot for woolies, so give linen a try. So I'm going to, since it was essentially free, because I earned it. Had it with my store credit. And, yeah, I think I'm going to make a cute little tank. I have one picked out from The Knitter. It's from last summer. It's a cute little tank, and there's like lace in the back. So it's plain in the front with a lace panel in the back. And it actually calls for Interlacements, Irish Linen. And I only need one skein because it's 600 fabulous yards. Because, let's see, 600 yards and it's 8 ounces. So it's a hefty skein. So super excited. The color is stunning. They had a lot of other variegateds, and they were like pinks and purples. There was one that was pretty. It was like purpley, green, and orange, but I don't like purple. Like, I like it. It has its place in the world. Don't get me wrong. I don't like purple on me, and I just couldn't get past it. And then there was a lime one that I loved, but it had sparkles, because they have a whole sparkle one. I think it's called Irish Jig. So it's the same thing, but with sparkle. I'm not a sparkle girl. So hopefully I will get that started soon, because I'd love to take that in June to the retreat to wear. I hope to have summery hand knits to wear. Whew. So that's it for the knitting. So if you leave me now, I will see you next week, and if you're sticking around, we're gonna move into a slice of life. I really want to thank everybody from the bottom of my heart again for all of their condolences. I mean, so many people were so just warm and concerned, and just really, I felt the love. I also really want to thank everybody for their condolences of my husband's job, and you know, the good wishes that hopefully he finds something else soon. So, like I said, I mean, it means so much. So many of you have become my friends. You know, so many of you, we've built relationships and friendships, and I enjoy conversing with you and messaging you, and it's just been so wonderful to have the community that all of you have given me. I mean, because I just put it out there. It's kind of the whole if you build it, people will come thing. And I didn't know if people would come, you know. So I'm so thankful that you have, and that you care, and I appreciate it. Whew, so I kind of feel like the dust is settling a little. Except for, you know, I was kind of maybe a wee bit in denial about how stressed I was. Because Saturday I was coming home from the knit shop, and it got nasty. Like, it was rainy on my way in. Well, then it turned to sleet and freezing rain. So I have never, even living in Northeast Ohio, I guess I've been fortunate enough I don't drive to work every day, to have to drive in the really bad weather. So it was the most like white-knuckled, steering wheel gripping, oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna die kind of like in the car moment. Like, it was complete ice and slush. And so I'm on my way home, and like 3 cars in front of me, a car flipped over and was like on its roof, and the tire flew off, and I'm like, oh my god. And like, glad it wasn't me. Sorry for them. Everybody was okay. They pulled everyone out of the car. You know, everyone was okay, thankfully. But it still rattled me, because then I'm like on a major highway, and we have to back up and maneuver and turn around. I had to go around back roads, like these country roads that nobody had been driving down. We had like 3 inches at least of crap on the roads. So when I got home, it took me like twice as long to get home as it normally does. I was broken out in a rash, like a stress rash. So I had a little bit of, I get like hives when I get stressed, as do a lot of people. Yeah, I've had hives from my neck to my knees. Luckily not past the elbow, so I'm able to cover most of it up, because like I literally have the plague or something. So I went to the doctor Monday. I thought I had an ear infection, and it was just swollen for some reason. She said it just looks, you know, the inside looks swollen, but otherwise no infection. Go figure. So I was like, well, I have this rash. Yeah, I'm not on medication for the rash. I am officially allergic to stress. Right? Because that's what caused it, right? Like, I had a full-blown, like, allergic reaction type thing with, like, hives and swelling and welts, and it's stress. So, who would have thought, right? Like, I felt like I was handling everything so well, and I guess, like, the drive home set it all out in motion. My body's like, ha, you know what? I'm gonna show you. So, been dealing with that. Lots of itching. But, I'm feeling better, right? Like, who wouldn't break out in a rash? And then, so I didn't weigh in last week, and I weighed in this week, and I gained like another 2.2 pounds, which means since the end of January, when I hit the 75-pound mark, I've now gained back like 4.7 pounds. It's like almost 5 pounds. So this week I've been on it. Like, I weighed in, and that was like huge motivation. So yesterday I did like 3.2 miles, and I went and rode bikes with the kids for 20 some minutes, and been eating better, and you know, luckily there's no chocolate in the house at the moment. There's no nothing. So I'm like, sometimes I'm like, oh, I just want chocolate. I just want crunchy something, and it's not there. It's gone. Can't have it. So that was like a fire under my butt though, right? Because it's like I can't go back. Like if it was a pound or two, I'd be like, but almost 5, I'm like, holy crap, what's my problem? Can't go backwards, just forwards. So while this is uploading, I think I'm going to go out and do another 3 miles or so, because it's supposed to rain tonight. So we've had great weather. It was 70 yesterday. It's supposed to be like 58 today, but I'll take it, because when I can get outside, I think, you know, you soak up those sun rays and you get some fresh air, even if it makes my eyes water and my nose itch and all that from allergies. It's so good for me. So gotta get back on the wagon. Gotta do it, because I'm not going back. I'm not buying bigger pants. At all. It's not happening. So, that's what's going on with me. Like I said, just trying to get back in a different groove of things. It's definitely weird having my husband home a lot more now, because I had a routine, right? Like, you take the kids to school, I came home, I had quiet time, I had a hot cup of tea, I had some toast, you know, got my chores done, knit, watched a little TV if I had a moment to, like, watch something on Netflix, and now I'm like, oh. So, finding a new normal. Alright, well that's it for me this week. I am Jenna, also known as RetroLemon. I am on RetroLemon on Ravelry, Plurk, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, Fitbit, and Weight Watchers. So until next week, I'll see you then. Bye.